Hello friends and welcome back to the channel. It is Angela, the Traveling Crafter, and I am here with another Sewing Notion Sunday. And if you're not aware, Sewing Notion Sunday is an open collaboration that I host. Anyone can join in anytime that they wish. And we just use our sewing notions and create some fun things. So that is all there is to it. I'm just washing off my hands because I was working on another project and I've got yuckies all over me between glue and ink. I'm a mess. So what are we going to create today? Well, before we do that, let me tell you all how much I appreciate you, whether you are new to the channel, whether you've been around for a while. I appreciate you following along, crafting along with me, all of your comments, and for coming to the live sales. I just appreciate every one of you. So this week, if you remember, if you've been following for a while, my dangle for my art glitter glue just fell apart. I do a lot of thrifting for vintage treasures, and on one of those little rendezvous, I got this whole bag of zippers. Oops, I'm knocking things over. Huge bag. And I knew instinctively what I wanted to create with it, as well as a whole bunch of other things with some of them. And I just haven't got around to it. So I was working on a project and decided to make one of these. And while I was at it, I thought, well, this is a perfect time to do a Sewing Notion Sunday on it. So what you are going to need before I show you is a couple zippers. And these are the shortest zippers that I had. I think I'll still have to end up cutting some of them off, but they are, let's see, how long? They are about 8 3/4 inches long. You'll need some paper, and you could use fabric if you wish. And you'll need some Fabri-Tac. Will you need anything else? You may need a paper trimmer, okay? That's about it. And if you want, you can use your sewing machine for some of this too. But today we won't be. So this is what we are going to create. We are going to create a pocket, a workable pocket that you can zip. Ooh, I hope I didn't glue it too much. It worked just a minute ago. There we go. That you can zip and unzip, and you can put all kinds of little goodies in there. This isn't the best zipper. And then I just turned mine down so it looked kind of like remember when we did the sweater pockets? Sort of like that. And this one is for a specific project, so it needed to be long and skinny. But I wanted to make two different ways so that you could see how I did them. And so we're going to make one similar to the one I just showed you, except we're going to use a larger piece of paper that I can use in some of my binder journals. And I've picked out a couple pieces of my digitals. This one is in my Etsy shop. This one is on my Ko-fi site. And the links are in the description. So here's how easy it is, you guys. I promise. It's not hard. So this is... Now, if I really wanted to be precise, this is 10.5 inches long after I trimmed all the edges. If I really wanted to be precise, I could score this and use my measurements. But you know what? Why do that? Okay, so for this project, we are just going to find center so that this is just about even, and we're just going to press it down, keeping it as straight as we can. And we're going to do that on the other side. Now remember, when I do this and I put the zipper in, the zipper is about 1 inch wide, I think. It is about 7/8 of 1 inch wide. It will kind of expand a little bit, so I'll have more. It'll kind of almost like a gusset without a gusset, if you will. So all you do is you open this up, and we're going to get to gluing. So years ago, and well, it would have been when Demi was a baby, and she's going to be 17 next month. I did a scrapbook spread in her scrapbook, and I'm keeping, do you see where, actually I want it kind of right there. I don't know. Well, if I can get this, here, we'll do it from the bottom, and we'll cut off the top. I did a scrapbook spread, and I used a zipper, a really long zipper in this, you know, it was a 12 by 12 piece. I think that's probably enough. Of scrapbook paper, and I loved it. It was one of my favorite spreads to do. And see what I'm saying? How it's going to, I probably shouldn't have put that down with my, and I did leave this on there. When I designed this, I did it for that purpose with that on there with the color palette, because it reminded me of vintage wallpaper, and so that's why I did that. So all you're going to do is glue this down. Now, if you wanted, you could sew this, and then you're going to glue the other side, and you could sew it that way. It's not easy to do that way. It's kind of like working with a pair of jeans that you've got to, like, it's just not fun. The next way, if you want to sew it, it will be much easier. So that's all you're going to do. And then you're going to come over here and you're going to do the other side. Now, see what I'm saying about how I shouldn't have probably done that, because I did not keep in mind my 1 inch. I said it, but I didn't fold it that way. But it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. We're all fine. We're just going to do it like this and see. Yeah, I'm just going to kind of fold it. This is just for the purpose of showing y'all. Oh my gosh, I washed my hands. Well, they're good and stained, that's for sure. There we go, perfect. This is not perfect. We're just gonna have to, when we glue it down, we're just gonna have to go like that. Okay? Okay. Now, we'll have to let this sit for a while. Before we do anything else with it, really. All right, so I'm gonna put that down, and I'm just going right up to that line where that zipper is. I know it might be a little bit hard to see, so that it's going to work well. Make sure that's all stuck down there. Okay, no, because that will not be good if you will not unzip. There we go. That would be very bad. Now, what I did when I got to the bottom of the zipper is I did sew it. But if you didn't want to, now would probably be the time for you to glue the bottom, but I'm not going to. I'm going to let that sit and dry for a while, and then I'm going to show you the other way to do it. Now, for this one, we are going to allow for the 1 inch. Actually, I'm only going to do about, no, I should probably do a half an inch, or do it an inch. Okay, so let's just put this down like that. This will be a better option, a better way to do it. And this way that I'm going to show you, you can then actually glue it down. So, do I want to? Yeah, we'll slice it with this. Now, again, I could have measured. It could have been easier done that way, probably. I can't see it. Hold on. We'll do it this way. Still can't see it. There we go. Close enough. All right, pull that one off. And that one. Okay, now we have two sides. I have to be honest, I've never done it this way before, so hey, you know. Okay, so we're pretty good there, and I like that that red is there. So what we can do, and perhaps I will just show you, because I think I might sew this one. So, but I'm going to glue the one side down. You're going to glue it just the same, and then you can sew all of this together, and you can sew after you get all of those together. Let's just do it, and then I'll explain to you. The other thing I'm going to do is that for this one, I am going to put this like that, so that when I fold these back, you can see that other side. So that's what we're going to do. Hope you guys are having a great day. I was working on another project. I realized that, I mean, I'm kind of ahead on videos, but next week is spring break week. My kids are going to be gone. My mom and sister and I are going to do some road trips. And I'm like, I started to panic. I was like, I need to probably do a lot more videos so that I just don't have to worry about it and that they're all done and ahead. So, how many have I done, you may ask today? Only 2. And tomorrow is live sale day, so, which you will have already seen. You know what? Should I just, yeah, I can just do it this way, and then which side do we want? Do we want it that way, right? I could just take this off camera, but then you'd have to just sit here and wait. That wouldn't be any fun. Or I could bring the sewing machine over. No, I'm not going to do that. It's way too heavy. It's too heavy, and it would take just as much time if I just went over there. So we're just going to do this way so you can see it done a different way. And then we're just going to let that dry. Now, on this one, let's just do this. The only bad part about this one is that I did not, when I copied this, when I printed it out, I did not do it double-sided. So it will be white inside, but that's okay. We can make it look good. And then I'm just going to fold this back really well. And what we could do with it, it would have, oh, you know what? Wait, I could fix it. Hang on. I bet you I have something. I bet I have another sheet of this that's not cardstock. Hang on, I'm looking in my goodies here. I've been kind of on a roll with creating digitals lately. I don't know what's wrong with me. But these have all been in my shop for a while. The only one I have is that, but that would be okay. We'll just cut it down and see if we can fit it in there. How wide is this? So let's just say we need it to be, well, it's 5. Looks like about 5 1/4. Okay, let's just try it. No. Gotta cut off the edge. All right, now let's do it. 5 1/4. 5 1/4. Let's make sure that's gonna fit in there first before I go. Perfect. And then we want it to be, well, we want it to go through the whole length of it. So, because you could unzip it all the way. What we could do is make this into a tag. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, look at this. I'm just going to cut. There we go. Now it's a little bit bigger, but the tag can come out. Love it, love it, love it. Now, what could we do at the top? All right, so what you could do if you wanted is you could just sew or glue the bottom and glue all of this in it. But I think we'll use this as a tag. So do we want it to be like that, or do we want to do something? I kind of think we want to, let's round the corners first of all. And I didn't cut off the bottom part, so let's do that too. All right, so this is off. And we're going to round all 4 corners. We'll use the biggest one. I am not going to do any inking. Now, I am going to sew this across here, so I'm just going to leave it open for now. Yeah, I like that, like that. Now, I think we need, oh, you know what I've got? And then I can sew across the top of it. It's just a little piece of lace. Do we want to go, well, I'll cut a big piece and then you guys can help me decide. Okay. Look at me using purple. So we could go all the way across. And we could kind of make it, not with the whole thing, but, you know, so it stands up. Or we could just do, I kind of like it all the way across. Okay, well, let me shore this up a little bit. And then I'll glue it a smidge. And after I glue it, just a little bit, I'll let it dry, and then I'll sew her up. All right, so how about, I have my scraps, we take this out while I do that. All right, again, I'm going to use the, well, look at that. Okay, let's see what happens here. I'm not using a ton. I just want to get it on there. This is such an easy project. So if you decide that you feel you want to do Sewing Notion Sunday, just use the hashtag Sewing Notion Sunday. That way I can see what you guys created, which is always fun for me. I'm going to make this so that it's kind of, let's just get my fingers more gluey. There we go. Super cute. All right, let's put her back in here and let that just sit until I do those off camera. I'm going to leave that out just a little bit higher than it should be. Done. So we've got this one, we've got this one, and it will zip down, zip up. You can just, these would be great to do for Happy Mail. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Okay, let's play with this one. I'm deciding. I feel like I just need to go to the sewing machine and sew it. But no. You guys would be annoyed with me. More annoyed than usual. Let's cut the top off and we'll just see what it looks like. Okay. Now, if only putting a zipper into something when you're sewing it was this easy. Because I can assure you, having done it many a time, it's not. Now, when I say many a time, that was years ago. Have I done that since? No. I think I have PTSD. Okay. So we'll pretend that this is all... I got to hold it down because it's not sewn together. So I'm going to just pull that down. And, you know, the other thing that we could do, and I won't do that now but that looks cute. Yeah, I know it's quilt. I know it's a quilt. And I just turned it into a zipper pocket, but I like it. The other thing that we could do, like with this one, we could glue this down here. Let's see, if we did that, this zipper just does not want to, need some oil on it. I'm just going to do this a couple times. There's a feather. That was from another project. I'm holding this because it's not. Okay. What we could do is add a little lace in here. Should we see what it looks like? Because, I mean, that only took us, like, no time at all. All right, let's see what we got. Less than 20 minutes. Well, I don't, that's too big. What do I have in my little stasherama? Need something thin. Oh, here. Let's see. Let's look at one of these. Here we go. Okay. Hang on. Oh, this one's kind of cute. It kind of looks like something that would have been on a vintage collar, doesn't it? See that? So we could... No, I don't like that. Well, okay. Maybe I just need to leave well enough alone. Nope. My thought was to make it into like a little Peter Pan collar and then glue these two pieces down. But I think I just need to leave it alone. You know what would be cute? To glue this down and to put something on there like a brooch. But what? What do I have? I don't think I have anything handy. I'd have to dig. Let's see. Over here, I have some stuff that I was doing for Easter. Hang on, maybe I have something. Ooh, what colors are those? I think everything's going to be too big. But look, I'll bring a few things over, just so you can get an idea. It's like pinks, right? There's a crocheted little... That doesn't... Here. I just got some bling. I think it's all going to be too big, but just so we get the idea. To see, we could put that there, which it doesn't match at all, but that would be something you could put there. That looks like an earring, so no. You know, they're all way too big. But tiny little, like one of my vintage little tiny brooches would be perfect. I'll have to think about that before I finish this up. The other thing that, you know, you could do, I could have taken, no, that probably would have been bad, but I could have put like a little something on, hang on, on the pole. Let's see if I have something else that would work. Here. That's kind of cute. But we wanted to be able to zip, and I think if that's going to be on there, I'm just thinking out loud, friends. I'm going to leave that out, but I'm not... This particular zipper is not real good. But maybe. That does look pretty stinking cute. Should we just put it on there? Let's just do it. Now, what I'm going to have to do is put something underneath here. I do not want that to glue to that zipper. That would be really bad. I'm going to put just a smidge more on there. Okay, then we're just going to have to let this dry. I'm really smushing that in, and then I'm going to leave it alone. All right, well, there you have it, friends. We just whipped those up in no time whatsoever. That's how easy they are to do. You too can do this. I'm going to take these off camera. I'm going to sew them up. And you'll see the final product in the little thumbnail. So, friends, until next time, I want to thank you for joining me. And remember to take time to just be. And we will see you soon. Cheers.